Hello, I'm Edwin, and you're watching Edwin Travels Too. And today we're in Calabasas at the Peter Strauss Ranch. What Peter Strauss Ranch is the famous movie actor Peter Strauss owned this property and then gave it to the state. What we'll go ahead and do is I'll give you a quick history about the property, and then we'll go ahead and take a tour of the grounds. Okay? Here you go. Peter Strauss Ranch is a 65-acre regional park. It is located in the central Santa Monica Mountains near Agoura, California. The ranch is named after the actor Peter Strauss, who was the last private owner and resident of the property. The park has extensive oak woodlands and chaparral. The recreational facilities include hiking trails, picnic tables, restrooms, an amphitheater, and a stone ranch house with a large patio. The facilities are available for outdoor social events including concerts, weddings, picnics, and art exhibits. The property was first developed in 1923 to be the weekend retreat for Harry Miller, a wealthy Los Angeles automotive car designer and inventor of the carburetor. Miller also designed race cars, and his Miller Special race cars won 11 Indy 500 races. In 1926, Miller built the current stone ranch house, a radio room, an aviary with pens for animals such as deer, mountain lion, and monkeys, and exotic birds in his private zoo, and a lookout tower. During the Great Depression, Miller suffered financial ruins after attempting to build aircraft engines, forcing him to sell the property. For a brief time in the mid-1930s, the property was purchased by Arthur Edison, the famous cinematographer, for such movies like Casablanca, Frankenstein, and Mutiny on the Bounty, to name a few, with his friend Warren Schubert. They renamed the property Shoesun and had visions to transform it into a recreational fairyland resort for children and adults. In the early 1940s, lawyer and real estate speculator Charles Hinman, along with a partner, purchased the property with the idea to make it into a recreational theme. They installed an outdoor dance floor surrounded by a white pergola. They then built a 120-foot wide, 650,000-gallon oval swimming pool that could hold 3,000 swimmers and touted it as the largest pool west of the Rockies. The platform-like island was in the center of the pool and was reached by boats to serve as a stage for musicians who entertained the crowds of up to 5,000 that watched from bleachers carved into the hillside above the pool. They later dammed up Triufu Creek to create a quarter-mile-long lake for canoeing. The resort was later renamed Lake Enchanto and expanded on the recreation theme. They built a rock wall, St. Bernardine's fairy tale land, that depicted scenes from children's stories. They added amusement rides and booked big bands to play on the outdoor dance floor. Here is a drawing of what Lake Enchanto looked like in the 50s. Competition from other larger amusement parks and resorts led to the decline of Lake Enchanto, which fell into disrepair and closed around 1960. During the rest of the 60s and most of the 70s, Lake Enchanto was home to hippies and other transients. It is said that Charles Manson and his family stayed here. In 1976, Peter Strauss purchased the property after being moved by the area's natural beauty while filming the miniseries Rich Man Poor Man at nearby Malibu Lake. Strauss restored the property to a more natural look and lived there until 1983, when he sold the property to the Santa Monica Mountains Conservancy. The National Park Service later purchased the ranch in 1987. And now, the tour of the grounds and the way it looks today. So here are the benches carved into the hillside that were overlooking the pool to watch the musicians play. This is the radio room that Harry Miller built to listen to music from. Inside of the aviary, and they got this art exhibit right here that's called Plastic Blossoms. And what this is a couple of flowers right here that you see in the front. One right there, and then I'm not sure if this is a flower or something. Looks more like a laying down cat to me, but all this is made out of plastic grocery bags. And these little flowery looking things here are actually little musical drums. You could go pick up the little mallet that they have with it and you could drum on it. And that's what they sound like. Here's the amphitheater that they have here at the ranch. It's kind of a open air deal, no trees above you, so it makes it kind of nice if you're watching something here late at night. You can see the stars above you. So there's a lot of artsy things just hanging out through this ranch here. This is some kind of wind chimes with some foam wrapped around it, and it's called Spring in the Air. So here's another little artsy thing that's called Our Lady of the Roots. It's supposed to symbolize that in nature everything has a placement and a purpose. Where old things become new, scraps become sculpture, and hearts become renewed. So that's, I guess, the basic meaning of this. Kind of interesting. So here's another little arts thing. This is called Nobody's Home. Basically this was made from things that were found in the Arizona desert. A lot of things in here, with like the tin cans, you see holes in it. A lot of those were cans that was used for target practice. Looks like maybe Stan Laurel right there. Interesting. So here's what's left of the dam that created Lake Enchanto. There's really not a whole lot left, just a cement column and then some metal fencing. Towers that Harry Miller had built. He had property during the Prohibition days, and so he had persons stationed up there that if any police come over, that the person at the tower would warn everybody that the police are coming and to hide your drinks. So that's the reasoning for these towers. So the story goes. Well, there you have it. That's the Peter Strauss Ranch. A lot of artsy things around here. There's this nice ranch house behind me. And I even hear that you could actually rent this place for weddings and other celebrations, but I'm not sure. So you'd probably have to contact the Santa Monica Mountain Conservancy to find out. But anyways, other things we didn't really get into is there's plenty of hiking trails around here. The famous Peter Strauss Trail is about a half-mile round trip, according to the brochure. And there's several other ones around here that you can go ahead and take. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you like this, please like it and leave some comments. Comments are always good. And we will see you later. Stay tuned for our next adventure, okay? Be humble and kind. Bye-bye.